Hi, I'm Chris, and in this video, we'll take a closer look of Loboc Watershed Forest Reserve, which, by the way, where my hometown is situated, and take a further look of the nature of Bohol watersheds. The content of this presentation is from secondary data, and some portions are from my own observations. Now, to formally start my presentation entitled Exploring the Watersheds in Bohol, a closer look of Loboc Watershed Forest Reserve. My name is Christine Joy Diapuya, a second-year environmental science student. This presentation talks about Bohol watersheds, Loboc Watershed Forest Reserve, the, the Loboc River, and of course, references. The image flashed in your screen is the map of the province of Bohol. Here you can locate the several watersheds that exist in Bohol. But for now, let's focus on the significance of the major watersheds in the island. Loboc Watershed covers the town of Carmen, Batuan, Bilar, Sikatuna, Luay, Loboc, Tagbilaran City, and Baclayon. Meanwhile, Wahig Inabanga Watershed is 65,000 hectare, which is a large watershed that covers the 16 municipalities in the island of Bohol. Majority of the economic activities in the area is agricultural land, which is supported by the largest water reservoir in the Central Visayas region, which is the Malinaw Dam in Pilar, Bohol. Inabangawahig watershed, according to DNR, has been considered as the largest and most important river within Region 7 due to its high potential as a source of surface water for agricultural, household, commercial, industrial, and recreational uses, its significant physical features and biological resources, and its strategic location. On September 26, 1994, it was proclaimed as a watershed reservation under Proclamation Number 468. Loboc Watershed has been declared as Protected Watershed Forest Reserve in December 23, 1953 with a legislation order proclamation 450. The watershed consists of 19,410 hectares of land, thus identified as medium watershed in reference to NEPA's watershed typology. Now let's dive in and learn more about the Loboc Watershed Forest Reserve. Loboc River is one of the drainage networks of the island. It is surrounded by mountains that feeds the river. The headwaters starts from the town of Carmen and goes west for about 1.5 kilometers. The river mouth is located in the town of Luay and the water drains at Loboc Sea, also called as the Mindanao Sea. It is located between the Visayas and Mindanao Islands in the Philippines, so it lies south of Bohol and Leyte and north of Mindanao. Loboc means a deep portion of river. Loboc River is rich in history, intertwined with the cultural heritage of the region. Historically, it served as a vital waterway for transportation, trade, and communication among indigenous communities and early settlers in Bohol. Spanish colonizers utilized the river for navigation during their conquest and later for transporting goods and materials to support their settlements. Over time, the river became a focal point for economic activities such as fishing and agriculture along its banks. Today, the Loboc River is not only significant for its historical impact but also renowned for its natural beauty. The economic activities around the Loboc watershed primarily revolve around agriculture, tourism, and fishing. Local communities engage in rice and vegetable farming, utilizing the fertile soil nourished by the watershed's water resources. Additionally, ecotourism plays a significant role with attractions such as river cruises, firefly watching, and a tertiary conservation area, drawing tourists to the region. The several environmental issues I observe in the Loboc watershed are deforestation, illegal quarry that accelerates soil erosion and sedimentation, water pollution, and habitat degradation due to land reclamation. Flooding in Loboc occurs when the water level of Loboc River rises above its banks, submerging nearby residential areas. This typically happens during heavy rainfall or tropical storms when the river cannot contain the increased water flow. Factors such as sedimentation and improper land use worsen the flooding around the catch basin area. Furthermore, unregulated tourism activities such as the water waste deposits generated by the floating restaurants and the settlers contributes to the water pollution. One evident result of human interventions around the Loboc River is the widening of the river channel. Now, the observed conservation efforts in Loboc River primarily concerns in soil erosion, sedimentation, and solid waste. Loboc River project aims to aid the widening river channel. The second one is solid waste management, which is crucial in Loboc River as it is a tourist hub. The LGU dispatched local workers to collect solid waste floating in the river to keep the river presentable. Erosion control blankets, which are made of 70% agricultural straw and 30% coconut fiber, are observed in the roads within the watershed. It encourages strong vegetative growth on slopes of the roadsides by providing a structured matrix for grass seed to take roots. Government and non-government agencies conduct tree planting activities around the vicinity of Loboc Watershed to mitigate climate change. And finally, the countermeasure for sedimentation came to light after Typhoon Odette wreaked havoc and submerged the lowland areas in Bohol. The Department of Public Works and Highways is planning to recommend the dredging of Loboc River to prevent or mitigate flooding within its vicinity. Watersheds are vital ecosystems that sustain life and livelihoods. We must encourage ourselves and other people to prioritize preserving and protecting them through sustainable practices and collective actions. Thank you for watching and hope you've learned something about the watersheds in Bohol.